People don't cut off family because they're cold. They do it because they've tried everything else. This decision is almost never sudden. It's slow, quiet, built over years of hoping things would change. Distance is not the first response, it's the last one. Before the silence, there were conversations. Compromises, excuses made in their defense, pain swallowed to keep the peace. People endure more from family than they would from anyone else, because loyalty runs deep. You tell yourself it's normal. You minimize your feelings. You wait for the moment they finally understand you. But that moment doesn't come. So the endurance continues quietly, invisibly, until the body can't carry it anymore. Then something shifts. Not anger, not hatred. Clarity, that protecting yourself no longer feels selfish. It feels necessary. And that's when self-preservation finally outweighs loyalty. Love becomes unsafe when your feelings are consistently ignored, dismissed, or controlled, not through obvious cruelty, but through patterns that slowly erase you. Emotional neglect teaches you that your needs are inconvenient. Control teaches you that love is conditional. Chronic invalidation teaches you to doubt your own reality. Over time, you stop speaking freely. You choose silence because it feels safer than being misunderstood again. Explaining yourself stops working when you realize you've already explained everything. Not once, but many times. Carefully, calmly, in different words, and still, nothing changes. The problem isn't communication, it's unwillingness to listen. And repeating yourself begins to feel like reopening a wound that never heals. So the body adapts. The nervous system doesn't argue or negotiate, it protects. Distance becomes regulation. Space becomes safety. Cutting contact isn't about punishment, it's about survival. When love starts to harm more than it heals, the body chooses distance so the mind can finally rest. Cutting off family comes with a unique kind of grief, mourning people who are still alive. There is no funeral, no closure, just the slow acceptance that the relationship you needed may never exist. You grieve not only who they are, but who they couldn't be for you. And that grief often arrives quietly, long after the decision feels settled. Then comes the guilt. Even when distance brings relief, the mind asks if you tried hard enough, if you were too sensitive, if choosing yourself makes you selfish. But guilt doesn't mean the decision was wrong. It means you were conditioned to prioritize others over your own well-being. Healing doesn't always look like reconciliation. Sometimes it looks like peace without explanation, safety without approval, and a life that no longer revolves around managing someone else's emotions. Freedom, in the end, isn't loud, it's quiet. And for the first time, that quiet feels safe.